r/ask Reddit. What normal thing can't you do? Whistle. I can whistle normally, but can't with fingers. I've been trying to do it since I was like 7 years old with no luck. I had a friend in elementary school who could whistle with his fingers. One time, the class went on a small trip to the nearby zoo. We walked there because it was so close, and at one point we had to walk through a metal tunnel that went underneath the road. In that tunnel, everything echoed. As kids, it was fun to make noise in there. Once the class was all inside the tunnel, my friend did a piercing finger whistle and killed everyone's excitement for a second. It was pretty funny. I can regular whistle, but I can't do that thing where you put fingers in your mouth and blow and sound really loud. I just spit all over the place. It's magic. I have never been able to wink. I've tried all the suggestions. It just won't happen. I look so stupid trying. Just close one eye at a time, dum dum. S. I know someone who winks a lot, as in it's something that people know about them, and they are terrible at it. Always struck me as odd. Confidence, I guess. A confident, well-placed wink is so effective. My husband winks at me every now and then, and even after 10 years it gives me butterflies. Trill my R's. Same here. I often wonder if there are Hispanics that can't do it, and do they catch hell? I'm Mexican and I can't do it. My friends always found it very amusing, especially considering it's needed to pronounce my name. Can't place the correct number to its respective month just from memory. I always have to start from January while counting on my fingers. There was a circular map of months in my grade 2 class. July and August are at the top in my mind. December and January at the bottom. I see it anytime I think of months. Brains are neat. Oh yeah, also in case anyone hasn't heard about it, there's a trick for knowing how many days are in a month. Start on your pinky knuckle for January, then move to the dip and that's February, then knuckle dip through all the months. Don't use your thumb dip or knuckle. You go pointer knuckle to pointer knuckle. Knuckles are 31. Dips are 30, except February of course, cause it has to be a special snowflake. That's would been awesome. Might make one my phone background to teach my brain to be better. I can't snap my fingers to make a clicking noise. Edit. Snapping noise. Edit 2. Thanks to some helpful replies, I can now snap my fingers to make a snapping clicking sound. Edit 3. Thanks for the medal, it's my first one and all the upvotes. So no one has to worry about you gaining the Infinity Gauntlet. The plus is, no one will expand in his ass. Is that really a plus though? Thinking face. Thinking face. Thinking face. What if Thanos used the time stone when Ant-Man started expanding and kept making him big then smaller to get pulsating motions? Produce insulin. Fellow diabetics unite in pain. Admit attraction to anyone in fear they might feel uneasy or pressured. Hey, and I hate it when anyone admits attraction to me, so we'd get on great, lol. I never know what to say when this happens. It's happened once and it was a weird moment for me, to say the least. Make eye contact when I talk to people. This is so hard. I feel like I'm being super aggressive when I maintain eye contact. Yep, I've been told numerous times that I'm glaring at someone, giving them a death stare, or that I have intense eyes when I'm just looking at someone completely normally. I had to force myself to do this, but I figured something out. Most people don't maintain eye contact when speaking, just when being spoken to, so it's fine to look away while you're talking, and most people do. Just try to look them in the eye while you're listening. You're better at being a people than I am. I never noticed that. I'll give it a shot. Putting things in alphabetical order. Always have to sing the alphabet to figure out where it goes. Flirt. Can't do it even if my life depended on it. Years ago, when I was backpacking across Western Europe, I was just outside Barcelona, hiking in the foothills of Mount Tibidabo. I was at the end of this path, and I came to a clearing, and there was a lake, very secluded, and there were tall trees all around. It was dead silent, gorgeous, and across the lake I saw a beautiful woman, bathing herself. She was crying. Alternatively, talk about gas. Watching other people flirt is like watching a damn magic trick. You think you're following what they are doing, then something happens. And nothing is where you thought it was and you have no idea how it got that way. This might not be a very helpful tip because it takes a specific personality type, but I had a friend who struggled a lot with flirting until he started just saying things that were on his mind. Like if a girl did something that made him laugh, he would say you're funny or I like you. Sometimes blatant honesty can be refreshing. Carry on a conversation. Me too. I'm so awkward. I hope people don't think I'm snobby. Will you look at this snob? He won't even talk to us. Leave him alone, Karen. He is a conversationalist connoisseur. This is my biggest fear. I always have awkward pauses in conversation when someone is talking to me because I can't just come up with a response on the spot. When people are easily talking back and forth, I oftentimes catch myself staring in amazement at their ability to carry on a conversation. But I think it can come across as me judging them for what they're talking about. Having RBF doesn't help. Literally me, after the socially expected small talk of, how are you? And I'm good, I have no idea what normal people talk about. I'm fine if other people led the conversation. But if it's up to me, I just can't think of another word to say. Do up the cuff buttons on my shirt while wearing it. I always need to take the shirt off first. I once got home from a serious place where I had to wear a shirt. I was so happy it was over I pulled the shirt over my head to take it off. But the cuffs were done up tightly, and I couldn't get them off my wrists, so I got stuck. Completely stuck. I couldn't get the shirt back over my head, and my wrists were basically tied up. I had to get to the kitchen and slice the shirt off with a bread knife. I got stuck in a shirt when I was a child. Pretty panic inducing. Tell the difference between the open and close buttons in an elevator. When I only have a few seconds to glance at them, there is no difference between triangles pointing in or out. Just take your chances with delimbing someone. No, take the chance because those buttons never ducking work. Read analog clocks quickly. It takes me far longer than it should. I wore an analog watch for years to fix that. Eventually I came to the conclusion, while staring at my wrist for multiple seconds, that maybe analog and I were just not meant to be. I have a digital watch now. Have a steady sleep cycle. This was me all of my life up until like 3 months when I got a steady job where I get up at 6, do physical work most of the day and get home at 4-5. I pass out in less than 30 minutes now and go to sleep before 11 every night, compared to 25 years of needing at least an hour to pass out and would regularly stay up until 4. Talk on the phone to anybody. Same. I usually try to text. Burp. I'm physically unable to burp. I just make this terrible gurgling sounds. Yep, same here. Apparently a small percentage of people just can't burp. It's agonizing at times. Can your fart like a champ go? In the evening, all the gas that has been stored up finally finds a way out and my wife hates it, lol. We suffer from the same condition. People ask me why I'm not into beer. The answer is that I do love a good craft brew, but any more than 16 ounces or so and I'm way too full to continue and no way to burp. I'm 32. I can't swallow pills. I crush them up and eat them like a child. Snort them like a man. I can't stick my tongue out. How come? You know that thing under your tongue? I think it's called the lingual frenulum. Mine is adamant on getting caught on my bottom teeth whenever I try, and it hurts. I cannot roll my R's. I've been trying since I took Spanish in middle school. It just isn't in the cards for me. It's easy. You just gotta go like this. Instructions unclear. Joined pirate crew. I'm 25 and don't know how to swim. I got scared during my swim lessons, age 7 or 8, and went into fight or flight mode, hitting my instructor a few times. I never got past the guppy level. You should learn. It's a really important life skill, Mo. I agree wholly. I am just never near bodies of water, so it usually doesn't cross my mind. Maintain a clean room. It's like whenever a depressive episode takes over, my room is filled with beer cans and dishes. Then when I finally start feeling better, I'm just so overwhelmed by the mess. I'm trying to clean sections of my room a bit at a time. It's just taking some time. A good trick I learned when I was a kid is to take everything that's out of place and put it in one spot. The entire room looks better except for that table overflowing with junk random stuff. Then you can do something like put one thing away each time you go to the bathroom or a TV commercial comes on or your next video game is queuing. It goes pretty fast and feels like you didn't do too much at once. You should give it a try. You instantly feel better when the room looks mostly clean. Be comfortable with people touching me. I will never get the hang of it. I absolutely hate it when people touch me, especially suddenly. Sit with my back facing most of the people in a room. Function in society apparently. If you're on Reddit, you might have this deficiency. I can't do basic mental math fast. What takes someone about 2 seconds will take me roughly 15 or more. Adding and subtracting are the hardest. Multiplication is the only one I can do, but I have to sing those songs in grade school that I was taught. Math has caused me anxiety since I started school. I'm 29 now and it still gets to me every day. Touch my toes with straight legs. I'm by no means overweight, just never had flexibility, even as a kid. Start stretching. Every night before you hop into bed, sit down on the floor and stretch for 5 minuets. Try looking up hamstring stretches. It won't take long and within 2-3 weeks you will easily be able to touch your toes. Start from a random spot in the alphabet and continue till it finishes. Even from Elamino? I can't ride a bike maybe. I can't stand up without getting dizzy. You should see a doctor. Fall asleep easily. Whenever I try to fall asleep my brain decides that's the best time to have thought racing about like crazy, so it always takes me at least an hour to fall asleep. I'm jealous of all the people I know that can fall asleep within minutes of closing their eyes. Cartwheel. I can't do a cartwheel for the life of me. For years and years I've tried and tried, but have always failed, and paid the price of failure by getting kicked in the face with my own feet. Wait. Are people around you able to do cartwheels and you consider it normal or something? Cause it isn't really. I'm pretty sure the vast majority of adults can't do one. I don't know if this counts, but I can't get a brain freeze. Be happy. Eat most vegetables. It's not a taste thing, it's a texture thing. Drive or walk up escalators without holding the rail. Why are you trying to drive up an escalator? Also, what rail are they trying to hold while driving? Move on from my ex. It's been 3 years. I really want to raise a single eyebrow. Been trying for years, but I just can't. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.